We're joined today in the NCAA West Regional Volleyball pre-tournament news conference. Central Washington University at the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. We're joined by head coach Mario Andaya, Alyssa Smith, and Sydney Remsberg are the student athletes. Coach, if you can just tell us about the Wildcats once again, 10 years in a row being in NCAA Championships. I'm sure it's not something that you all take for granted. That's quite a streak, but you're here again at the NCAA Championships going for a regional title.
Yeah, no, it never gets old. Told these guys when we see that bracket and our names up on there, it's always exciting, and the journey that we had getting here is always something that will be remembered hopefully by our student athletes and myself. So we're excited to be here, and a lot of familiar teams for everybody, right? So I think it's going to be a great tournament.
Yeah, you played these teams earlier. You played Cal State LA. You played Western Washington twice. A lot of familiarity with these teams. The regional is kind of stacked weird. You're playing a rival in the first round. You played them actually for the first time ever in the postseason last year in the semifinal round. How do you just tell your team to focus on that you're in the NCAA Championships and this is the same kind of opponent, but it's a bigger deal?
Yeah, and that's why we work as hard as we do so we can play teams like this, and hopefully be ready. And Western Washington, whether they're a rival or not, it's just a high-level program that we need to be prepared for if we get a chance in the national tournament. And last year was the first time we played them, and now all of a sudden we're playing them again. And so it's that full circle where, hey, what did we do back then, and what could we do better now? Familiar group. Both sides have familiar players from last year, and we're all chasing the same thing. So I think it's going to be fun.
Sydney, you played a tough, challenging schedule during the season to help you get to this point. You played at a Cal State LA tournament. You saw a lot of these teams. What did that early season teams and opponents do for you? And then, the gauntlet, the GNAC, how does that prepare you? All the travel that you do, all the teams that you have to play that are very, very good opponents. How does that prepare you for this moment?
I'd say that it's definitely prepared us with confidence-wise, just because seeing nationally ranked teams super early on and then playing them constantly in our conference too, it just really helps us understand that we can compete, if not take it, just going in with a lot more confidence in our abilities and trusting that we deserve to be here and that we can have trust in each other to win this thing.
Alyssa, every team kind of has a storybook through the season. Yours was that you were never really in your own gym this year. You guys were displaced across campus, and you made the most of it. But talk about how that's kind of made you stronger as a group. Obviously, you'll have this nice palace when it's all said and done, but this season you had to play in weird situations when you're playing at home. How did that prepare you guys to be mentally stronger?
Yeah, I think we got very comfortable being uncomfortable all the time because we were never really had at home, I guess, and I guess we won't for a while now. But I think it was really cool because we were never able to be this place is our home, so we had to kind of make wherever we were playing our home. So I think that was a good way of looking at it for our team.
For people tuning in online tomorrow, what kind of brand is Central going to have to do if they're going to be their best? What's working for the Wildcats in order for them to be at their peak?
Yeah, well, right now we've been doing a lot of things well, and that's what we're going to need tomorrow night. We have to be good in all facets of the game, and we don't take any part of the game for granted. We know that serving from passing to just every touch is very important, especially at this level. So if we're playing a high level of volleyball on our end, and so is Western Washington, we know it's going to be a grueling match, and that's what we're prepared for. So we love to compete. These girls love it every day, and they want to be back practicing the next practice opportunity to prove that, and so we're ready. Yeah.
Congratulations, 10 straight years, amazing streak. Big match tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., Western Washington, Central Washington. Doesn't get much better than that. Fans that are tuning in can watch it on YouTube. Direct links are off NCAA.com. Good luck to Central Washington tomorrow night.
Thanks.